Good morning, viewers. Thank you very much. Welcome to Punchline Africa Television, broadcasting live from Nairobi and Mombasa. This morning, live from Mombasa, we are going to look at the legacy of the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. For the last 4 years, we have been looking at his legacy, maintaining all the records that he has had, he has done, achievements, the obstacles, the challenges that we have seen in this implementation of the Big Four agenda. And as you know very well, it is coming to the last hour that we must say and explain to the people of Kenya that it is a time when he has delivered a legacy that has been delivered. There are people who have watered down some of the achievements. But if there is anybody across Kenya whose village has no grader, where the road is not being broken down, you'd like to see exactly that person can come up and tell us whether he lives on planet Earth or he lives on planet Venus. If you can see somewhere in Kenya where there is no road being constructed as a result of the Big Four agenda, the infrastructure, the food security, the manufacturing, the universal health care, if there is no hospital changing anywhere across Kenya, tell me, I will give you some 1,000 bob for free. Not because you have betted. Across the continent of Africa, so many people want to see what is happening in Kenya. Some countries don't have even one single road, and yet you find their budgets have a lot of money. But President Uhuru Kenyatta, for the last 9 years, which are coming to an end in 36 days to go, he has a legacy. He will leave a legacy for the people of Kenya. The people of Kenya have been told lies. The people of Kenya have been told distortion. The people of Kenya have been told that Uhuru has not delivered. The people of Kenya look at the cost of the prices of goods, but they don't see the price, that there is something that in this administration, investment for the future. You will need roads in order to take your avocado. Avocados from Muranga grow, but where will you export them? Avocados from all parts of Kenya. People are talking of exporting snakes. How will you transport those snakes to the port? You need Kenyatta's infrastructure. Kenyatta has laid a background of infrastructure. Believe me or not, like it or not, hate him or not, it is up to you. The man has delivered the road. There are some places in Kenya where you could not travel. There are some places in Kenya since 1884, the partitioning of Africa. You find that in some places in Kenya, there was no grader that had passed there. Look at the road, the express highway. The colonial master made sure that we are caged in. Nairobi is fortified. Have you ever found out why there are police stations at all entry points in Nairobi? Look at your police station where they are situated. Look at the situation, the locations of your police stations. That is how we were brought up from 1884. The colonial boundaries took us there. Kenya has been a place where some places could not be dug, where a road could not pass. But Uhuru Kenyatta broke the soil and passed through one of the longest express highway The only thing that I advise Kenyans is drive nicely. Don't drink and drive on the highway because you might be flying instead of driving. So thank you very much, President Uhuru Kenyatta. Today is a great day. We symbolize the beginning of our project towards Western Kenya. We have started this from the coastal town of Mombasa, where Port Mombasa was very instrumental for the development of the entire East Africa. Port Mombasa, as you know, was found, and when Captain Sir Lugard arrived here, that's why you see Ruto copying a manifesto from Captain Lugard, wanting to turn Kenya into a commercial state of mafia. And that is why he doesn't see the importance of these projects. That's why he lies to the people of Kenya that Uhuru is taking the port up to Naivasha. Yes, even when the colonialists came, they dug a railway up to Kasese. Can we reason today with Ruto? And unfortunately, his reasoning capacity is very small and minute. And he cannot reason with men with substance. He can only reason with hooligans who intend to uproot people and tell them to leave their homes, who intend to poke people's eyes, break people's necks. Uhuru might not speak this, but for us friends of Uhuru like me, I would speak out. When you insult the president, Ruto, not even in Nairobi, but in London we shall meet. Unatisha watu sana hapa Kenya. Lakini iko wengine wako bigger than you like us. Tumekuwa miaka 37 wewe Ruto. Wengine tunajua what you are doing. But we are keeping quiet because of His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta. But you continue insulting him again. It is not going to be very good. Ruto can play his politics. This is his country. But this country exists with us and with all of us in East Africa. 28, I'm bringing this to show the legacy. Stop violence. I'm doing this because in my village where I come from, Uganda, I have 28 Kikuyus. Some are on my land. One of my peers in this hall has gone there. He can tell you they are there. They have taken it over. I've given them for free. They said they will not come back here. They are doing the M-Pesa from Uganda because of the violence that Ruto instigated in the Rift Valley. And we are not going to keep quiet and allow him again to start these gymnastics by not explaining his manifesto. Mr. Ruto, you have a long journey. There are friends of Uhuru Kenyatta like me who will never budge. And I remember those days when your lips were white in the ICC. I removed you. I was the only one who stood by you. Everybody rejected you, including your wife there. Was about to reject you. And Ruto, remember on that day when I came and sat with you and your wife on the table plus 6 others, you remember what I told you? That this is over, like what Jesus said. It is over. And you never went back to the Hague. So today don't pose around and brag around as if you also know how you got out. Just have to play with other international operators like me. So Ruto, you can take your presidency, but it could be your internal short-lived presidency if you win at all. If you don't see the legacy, Mr. Ruto would have sailed through without any problem had he stuck on the legacy strand of Uhuru Kenyatta. Kenyans don't speak out. They fear. They fear the Ocampo. Ocampo was going to take their 6 people. I came, one single Ugandan. I finished Ocampo. Where is Ocampo today? Where is Ocampo today? Ruto telling me Ocampo is done. But when you go and insulting Uhuru Kenyatta and you think we are going to keep quiet, stupid. You are very stupid also. Come for some of us. And you have Farouk there who threatens the people around here. Aka. Mujue kutoka leo. Ruto, mujua na Uhuru ako na watu. Because he's a president, he cannot come to insult each other down the earth. But we're also street boys. And we don't want to go that route. Some of us have been street boys since 1978. Where were you, Ruto? You were born in 1966. Look at this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have several projects that we have lined up on the coast, including Ruto's Dolphin Hotel. And one of the correspondents should be lining up in the water there. I will escort him myself because I'm told there are certain people there who threaten people. You come when we come. You'll see. We have taken the pictures of that hotel. We want to show to the international community how a man tried to occupy Indian Ocean, the water of Indian Ocean. How do you occupy a boundary that God made? Guy who is a grabber, a thief, a neck breaker, he breaks people's necks. Voila! You can't box people's eyes, Mr. Ruto. You have been telling people lies. Oh, I'm campaigning to change this, you change that. You change what? You are turning Kenya into a commercial agency, like Captain Lugard did. He created the East African Trading Company, and that is the manifesto of Ruto. Some of these Kenyan lawyers, analysts on TV, they don't even understand. The manifesto of Ruto is Kenya's equivalent of Captain Lugard, because he's trading in Kenya. Oh, we shall import this 80 billion, we shall give 80 billion. That's Captain Lugard's dream. Did you know that? Look at Raila's manifesto. Straightforward. Straightforward. If you close the corruption route, Ruto did not mention corruption routes. If you close the corruption routes, you would have got the money that you can pay people 6,000 per month, those who don't have anything completed to eat. Ladies and gentlemen, in this opening speech, I'm taking no prisoners. In this opening speech, I am taking every word seriously. The roads can talk for themselves. Ruto said was 100% wanting to be part of this port going to Naivasha. But because Ruto hates Ugandans, he hates us, yet he makes money from our place. Yet he has hidden all the money in our place. Mr. Ruto, you know I know where you have hidden this money. I know who is your managing director and your director on your companies. But I have not been a bad child to mwaka wah like you. But one of these days, you shall tell everybody where the money is. So he hates us. Now Ruto hates the railway going all the way. And they say the port was taken there. Yet he had instructions. He agreed in the cabinet that that port can move there. It doesn't mean you are moving the water. Mombasa still remains the entry point. What we are moving is congestion. To congest, but an efficiency. Because you now have 300 million people to serve. Please, remember that. 300 million people to serve. I am myself in transport. business. Trucks spend here almost 2 weeks clearing a commodity. How much do you pay to the driver? Sleeping in a hotel, saying the tire was stolen, or the puncture was punctured, or this one, he lost the spanner. He might even have a family here and stick there for all this time. You pay because the papers are not yet cleared. So if you can have a port that can quickly clear the goods, the road is in Kampala, 40-feet container in Dar es Salaam, it comes back. Or in Kigali, Kampala, it comes back. That is exactly what we are looking for. We are looking for efficiency. We are not looking for removing the port. The president is not removing the port. And there is another lie that all the port has been sold. I myself, as an investigative journalist, I went to check. I called the company. That company has not bought anything here. They haven't even paid a single dime. So these are all politics of confusion in order to win the votes of the people of the coast. But the coastal people, the few who are here who will take the message, they are not fools. They are not fools. You are not fools. The port, you can't sell the whole port of a country without, surely, Kenyatta, what would he be looking for? To sell the port, the entire port, and say, then you remain as a Kenyan, surely. Which Captain Lugard did not sell. Surely it is not a very good thing. Thank you very much. Our viewers across the world and across the continent and in Kenya, and all the voters watching us, our role is to put facts clear. If you want, you vote the way you should vote. And if we are not forcing anybody to vote against anyone, but we know we want to vote for a person who will keep President Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy and keep it. The man who wants to bring unity of purpose. You can't divide a nation. You can't bring tactics of a wheelbarrow, of bottom up. The younger people who have gone to school, they were told laptops will be coming. Now you are telling them, instead you have a wheelbarrow, start with 50,000 with a wheelbarrow. What will they say 50,000 with a wheelbarrow when somebody are doing things beyond them? When people talk about roads, what do roads do? What do the waterways do? The blue economy, what does it do? How many people are going to get jobs in a nearby future if the blue economy is kept blue? Mombasa is the coastal town, and the coastal town from Lamu, Malindi, Kilifi, Kwale, Lunga, all those places down, they depend on the marines, the water. But if this water is polluted, if this water is polluted, there's bound to be a problem. And that's why President Uhuru Kenyatta has been one of the few people who has traveled wide and wide to make sure that he attends all environment conferences. Last week, President Uhuru Kenyatta was in Portugal. He had just left Rwanda. He has brought quite a lot of difficulties, solved a lot of difficulties against the wind, the COVID-19. You saw, all of you, that the only man who stood and told you they continued, we learned new terms during the COVID-19, that if you don't, you listen to me. What did the Minister of Health, C.S. Mutahi Kagwe, there's a very serious saying. Anybody on the platform who knows what Mutahi Kagwe is known for? President Uhuru Kenyatta was saying, stood with Mutahi Kagwe to say, if you behave abnormally, it will also take you abnormally. So it is not normal. So you can see a president who worked tirelessly, while his deputy was a ghost worker, earning salary, allowances up to today. Whoa, Lord. Thank you very much. God bless you, Miriam. Enjoy the headquarters. Hallelujah. Thank you. God bless.